Hey, hey, yo, it's your boy, Mr. Strength. I'm kidding. Dude, I can't even do that straight face. So, hey, it's Mr. Strength, and I'm back, and we're going to talk about the design process to give you guys a much better idea of how you should approach this. And we're also going to go over your assignment that you're going to have. So, let's go ahead and get started. All right. All right. So, we're going to be looking at the design process. This is also the process you could use for everything that you do in design. But this is really going to help you when it comes to advertising. So, how to read an ad strategically. So, this is really like breaking down ads and understanding how they're structured, the thought process behind it. Okay. So, when you're looking at an ad, is if it's a commercial, if it's a mobile ad, if it's a billboard, if it's a poster, whatever. Who is it for? Think about what is the audience? Who are they trying to connect with? Who are they, is the audience again the getting emails from my dean? Um, is it for the black community, the white community, the brown community? Is it for millennials, Gen Z, Gen X, Gen Alpha? Is it for North American, Latinos, Asians, Caribbean, African, European? Think about who is that audience? Is it elderly? Is it the youth? Who are they trying to connect with? Um, What's the message? What are they trying to do? Are they selling you something? Are they trying to inform you of something? A lot of times we think ads are just trying to sell us something, but they may be trying to get you to give them something like, PSAs and awareness ads, things like that. ASPCA, they use emotion to get you to give them money. So think about that. What strategies are they using? And that's, again, what are they using? Emotion? Are they using humor? Are they using uh well, I already said emotion. Haha. Are they using, celebrities? Are they trying to connect with you through somebody? Maybe it's, you could be that person. And then ask the two, is the design visually working? Is it working emotionally? And is it working memorably? And these three questions are three separate questions. It's not the same. They're very different. So it could be working visually, but it's not memorably. It could be working emotionally, but it doesn't really connect visually necessarily. So let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at the process from start to finish. Okay. And of course. So who is your audience? That's that first question. Who are they trying to talk to? So who is your audience? Again, who are you trying to get to respond to this, or who are you speaking to? And then what does the client need? I mean, this is an important question because your client do they need people to run to the store and buy something? Do they need people to pre-order? Do they need people to just know the name? Are they just trying to get their name out there? Again, these are important questions to ask clients or ask yourself if you're creating for the class, but also clients. So here, what is the big idea? So what is it that they're trying to accomplish? So here, two worlds will share a moment in time. This is about, people maybe who are non-Japanese coming over to Japan to experience, that culture, styles from the ground up. This is about traveling in a more stylized, God, that scarf just looks fake in that photo. And her neck is unusually long. That's like an edited photo. It's so bad. Anyways, they're trying to say that this is a classier, more upper class or upper experience style. Over here, they're trying to get you a seat sale. Hey, listen. And then over here, lower prices, red gets your attention. So what is the big idea? It's one message, one feel, okay? Excitement, chill, pretty cool. All right. So you're going to sketch things out, and this is a really big part of all design. We always sketch things out. As I've said over and over again, this is about getting ideas out of your head and onto paper to see if they work. Or, and how it works in class is to get the ideas out of your head onto paper, and then so that I can see your idea and we can see if it works. Same thing if it's your clients, to show them kind of what you're thinking. You're going to explore ideas quickly. It's low pressure. We're really just trying to get layouts. This is a good layout one. And so you're just trying to think of how could you set things up with copy and images and patterns and logos. Think about your elements of design, lines, colors, shapes, values, space, size, texture, all the basic stuff that I used to teach my students in middle school in art class. So, think about all these different aspects. These are things that are literally being used in design. And then you're going to refine your idea. So choose the strongest direction and polish it off. What I ask is that you guys turn in your sketches and then let me give you some input. I may even just flat ask, which one are you thinking about using? And then give you input from there, okay? This is where you go in and you start to refine it, make it look a little cleaner, so you have a much better idea of what it is that you're going to be working with. And then your final ad, why you made the design and choice. So it's presenting the final idea, and then explaining why you came to this conclusion or why you think it's the most successful. And that is something you have to do. You have to defend your ideas, your design choices. You have to explain them to convince the other people that this was the right choice. So we're going to look at the assets of, or the anatomy of an ad, okay? So your assets are images chosen by advertisers to showcase the product, service, or company, the main part of an ad. All right, see if you can figure out what it is here. Kind of motion in there for you. The copy is the written text in the ad. This can be in the form of a slogan, a longer piece of text at the end of the ad, or text overlaying an image in a print or video ad. Second most important part of the ad is this, and it's your slogan, a short phrase that captures the concept of the ad in an engaging way. It's part of the ad copy. Can you figure out what it is? And then there's the logo. We know the Coke logo. A symbol or design used to reflect a product, company, or service. Logos help build brand awareness. We all know the Apple logo. We know the Coca-Cola logo. We know the Pepsi logo. We know the PlayStation, the Xbox logos. Again, that's how logos work. And then the call to action, asking buyers to take action by clicking this link, visiting this website, adding to your cart, or serving a beverage, okay? So if we break this down, your asset is actually the picture of this wonderful family, okay? Although, listen, Junior over here be digging into those snacks. Your copy is actually a sign of good taste. The logo is Coca-Cola, and then your call to action is to serve Coke because it's a sign of good taste. All right? So your assignment, you're going to analyze 3 ads, digital or print, and I'm going to outline that for you. And then I want in each ad for you to identify the components, the assets, the copy, the logo, and the call to action. Okay, you're going to enter all that in Blackboard. So if you want to write it out or type it out and then copy paste, you're fine. But you're going to end up typing it out in Blackboard. So you can use a magazine that you find at home, or you can go by the store and find a magazine to flip through. You can find them at Kroger, probably at Walgreens. I know they have them at corner stores and stuff. Make sure that it is not an adult ad or adult magazine. Then take a pic of the ad that you choose to analyze. I just need to be able to see it so that I know what it is you're describing. So just snap a photo and attach it to the assignment. And that way I know what the ad looks like. And then you'll add this to your assignment. You can do 2 print ads, or you can do all 3 ads as print ads, because you can only do 1 digital ad because they're too easy to find. And I'm also a super mean professor. But you'll take a screenshot of the ad, whether it's on your phone or a computer, and then you'll save it or save it if you can. So I can see what it is that you're using to analyze. So I just need to be able to see the advertisement. You'll add this to the assignment as well. So basically, primarily try to use magazines and print ads. You can use 1 digital ad, but I need to have a copy of it attached to your assignment so I can see it. And then I need you to make sure you analyze it. And so here you go. My asset is a lady. The copy is let's go. It's also the call to action. And then my logo is right there. And yeah, there you go. All right, guys. I'll be interested to see what you guys come up with. It is a really interesting way to look at advertising, and I want you guys to get a better idea of how advertising is used and how it speaks to audiences, okay? So if you have any questions, concerns, you need a hand, let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to what you guys are going to turn in, and I'll see you in the classroom.